People of the Purple Butterfly again. And if you look at the timestamp, yes, it only took me 10, not even 10 minutes to get this far. I'm on the last section now, but I forgot to mention all curly hair is not equal, even in the same head of hair, and all moisturizers are not equal. So if you have a section of your hair that you know is resistant to the moisture, you put a whole bunch of moisturizer in, most of your hair will be moisturized and accepting of the, water-based, glycerin-based, or oil-based product that you put in it. And you have this one section that I'm not going to straighten out. I'm just going to stay curly. What you going to do about it? Well, there's a very easy way of getting that section of your hair to, accept the moisture like the rest of it. It's called infusion. What you do is, okay, like this part of the middle of my hair is twice as curly as all the rest of it. So what you do is you pre-treat. It's like you take your moisturizer and you put just in that section, and then while you're detangling or whatever, you're adding more moisturizer following the same method as you go, but that section will start to relax and soften. It's like, hey, I got moisture. I don't have to curl up because I'm dry. So that part, when it comes time to, do what you need to do, and then when you come through those areas that are curlier, go slower, because it, for one, makes detangling much easier, and secondly, it gets more of the moisturizer to the section without having to yank through. And a lot of times it pops out your curl pattern. That curl or what. But in the meantime, that's also why I use the gloves and make sure my fingers go through and then do the pulling, because it elongates your curl pattern. And all the hair that's straightened out, because it now has enough moisture where your body doesn't try to hold on and retain the moisture by curling up tighter, that section of hair can relax now. You see that? So then, when I put a detangling braid in there, it doesn't revert while I'm trying to get to the next section and all that. Because another person asked me, why detangling braids? Well, these are all detangled, and they're all anchored out the way. And then when I go to fine-tune it, like put a braid here, and then follow that braid with 6 more over here, and so forth and so on, I don't have to worry about it drying out and becoming unruly and crunchy, as it were, because it's already been detangled, it's already been moisturized, and then the only thing I have to do is style it. So I hope this has been helpful. I'm going to take the gloves off, go put on another pair of gloves, make a batch of soap, come back, and then do my hair, because now the moisturizer has time to permeate. Think of it like a conditioner, except for this is a leave-in product. It's not a protein product. It's not, it's like a deep conditioner that you can continue to wear. And just like it provides slip when you're doing your hair, when it dries, the only thing left is moisture. There's no oil, there's no gunk, none of that. And those who watched previous videos knows which product I'm talking about. I'm not making anybody rich and famous by mentioning their product. But also, you need to know it's not the only moisturizer on the planet. So if that's not your cup of tea, get the one that works for you. One thing you need to know, one of your primary ingredients needs to be water. Another good ingredient, because it's a hermetic and it draws the moisture from the water into your hair and helps it retains its integrity and the moisture level, glycerin. If you want to put oil or oil-based product, preferably a natural oil, on top of that to hold in the moisture further, that's fine. You find what works for you and then do this method and your hair will always be happy. And if you happen to go out on a day like yesterday where it rained all day and the moisture said, no, this will help get your hair back to the moisture balance where it can be functional and pretty and the curls will be bouncy and curly instead of frizzy, like in no time at all. So, that being said, I have a satin bonnet that I'm going to put on top of the hair to further insulate the moisture into the hair itself. And then when it's time to style it, boom. And because of this method, I don't have to subsequently use any more of this moisturizer on each section of hair as I do it. I can. I might because that's, what I'm used to, but it's not necessary. At this point, I can do this. Take a gel and go over the ends of my braids or use it for a section that might be a little bit shorter to anchor the braids, like that little shadow of a widow's peak. I might use it to, lay it down so it looks like it's still, 9 inches long, but no, I had to cut that off. There's actually a video of me cutting off my widow's peak live and in person. And if you want to try it, follow the guideline that I use. Don't just up and go, because then it won't look right to you, and then you'll try to fix it and fix it and fix it. And that's how I ended up with a really short haircut way back when. So, there's a method to every bit of madness out there, and if you want to try something that's not traditional or might be unpopular and you want to do it anyway because, hey, this is bothering my head and you don't know, that's itching me and that's pulling, blah, 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 and everybody's resistant, and you want to do it anyway, just watch the video so you can see a safe way to do it, and then don't worry about what other people think. It's bottom line, end of the day, it's your head. And if you mess it up that badly, this is 2013. They got wigs, they got weaves, they got options, they got hats, they got scarves, they got, Anyway, I said all that to say this. Do you, and do you in a way that's beneficial to you. So, this has been People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube. People are elsewhere on the Internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and Purple Butterfly soaps can be located at people.etsy.com.